everyone, Rissa Vibes here, aka Readings by Rissa. So excited to connect with you as always. Today is Woke Wednesday. Happy Woke Wednesday. And today we are shining light on this issue with the Amazon rainforest. The Amazon rainforest is burning. It is on its 16th day of incredible, raging wildfires. Now, this is incredibly important for us all to be woke on, to understand the significance of what this means, because this is our life force. The rainforest supplies 20% of the oxygen that we breathe. It supplies over 1 million to 10 million different species of plants and animals that represent the life on this planet, that harmoniously cause the circle of life in all things, that help plants be fertilized, help flowers grow, help new species and new life come into this world, and also help us maintain our ecosystem and our life here in this world. Now, this is incredibly important. The Amazon rainforest, if you don't know, is in Brazil, and the forest itself is such a big part of our ecosystem, such a big part of our geography, our land, our life force in this world. And if this rainforest burns away, it's starting to reach a tipping point right now with these wildfires, to the point where if they continue raging as they have been for any longer, or for too much longer, there's going to be no point of return. These rainforests are not going to recover. And in fact, the Amazon rainforest, if it doesn't recover, is going to be incredibly destructive to our ecosystem. We are going to see, like I said, over millions and millions of plant life and animal life completely eradicated from our world, which is going to cause a ricochet effect on a lot of life in our other areas of our world. And also, we are going to see an incredible amount of carbon dioxide released into our atmosphere and into our air. Now, with that is going to cause us a harder time of breathing. That is also going to cause less precipitation that emits into the atmosphere to cause clouds, which eventually cause rain. So that means that we are going to see an increase in drought. We already have a huge drought right now in the world. So this is going to also affect the ways in which we farm, the ways in which we have water, clean water, tons of things, the ways in which we breathe, and climate change in general, which is going to promote more of the global warming that we already see evolving in our world right now. These are just some of the effects of if this Amazon rainforest burns away to a tipping point of no return. Now, invested in that and in regards to that as well, if the rainforest does burn away to a point of no return, like I said, that means that there's going to be no trees that can grow back from it. The rainforest was created and formed on our world over 56 million years ago in the Eocene epoch. Now, that is a time when most of the world was a rainforest. But as time went on, the world got colder, the world began to be more deserted, and it started to wipe away the majority of the rainforest that it was, to the point where now there's only this Amazon rainforest really supplying a lot of our air and our ecosystem and our life on Earth. So this is going to affect a lot of things. There's also 30 million people that rely on the Amazon rainforest in ways for life, for prosperity, for just relying off of it, depending on the rainforest, living off the land, working on the land. And the cause of the rainforest is also something that we need to be woke on. The cause of the rainforest wildfire, I should say, is something that we really need to be woke on. It's man-made. It's deforestation, and it's illegal deforestation. This is a time in the year where wildfires are very common in the Amazon, because there are many farmers that are clearing land for their ranches, for their cattle farming, for their, their plant and agricultural farming. so that they can rely on the earth that way. Well, it's technically illegal for them to start these fires to clear away land, but they do it anyway, and they've been doing it for years right around this time. And it usually just goes ahead and fizzes out when they start the fire, and it clears a certain amount of land and they're able to put it out. But because global warming has gotten so intense over the years, and specifically over this last year, there has been an increase in the drought and in the dryness of the desert, or of the rainforest, that has created this complete wildfire tendency, this inability to control the fires once they're started. And that is the biggest shift in this year versus other years when they have burned away forest. It's not stopping. This year, the fire is completely raging forward without any control. And that's really scary because it is a lot hotter than it ever has been here in the world. I just shared on my story a couple days ago that the world experienced the hottest month in its history last month. Now, global warming is no joke. The drought that is already building momentum is no joke. And this rainforest now being at risk to never return to its full capacity, and that it literally supplies over 20% of the air that we breathe and over 10 to 15% of the water that we drink. If we lose this, this is going to affect a lot of things. It's going to cause more drought. It's even going to cause flooding in the rainforest. That's going to cause a ton of erosion of the earth. It's going to cause a wipeout of so much life and plant life and people who rely on this rainforest. And it's going to cause us all to recognize what we could have done better to stop this from happening. The Brazil president is very nonchalant about this right now, almost to a point of suspicion. I feel like there may have been some side op reason for him to not try to do anything about this fire, because he hasn't really. And in fact, he's kind of excusing the farmers and the deforestation by saying this is just a time when farmers clear the land. But he's not recognizing or bringing any attention to the fact that this could really do a lot of damage. I feel like on an energetic level, there's some deception there. There's something there that's purposefully shielding the effects of this, or the importance and the significance of this, and there might be an ulterior motive there. So tap into your intuition on this. Go research. I incredibly encourage you to watch the video on YouTube called "What If We Clear the Amazon?" There's also a couple of other videos on there. If you just type in Amazon rainforest fire, you'll get some information there. Do your research. Of course, I'm not a geologist or an ecologist, so I don't really know how to speak about all of these things and all of these things in full detail, but I do want us to be woke on it, and I do want you to do your own research, and I do encourage you to reach out to the rainforest advocacy organizations that are really trying to fight for this fire to be put out. There's the Rainforest Trust, there's the WWF, those are just a couple of them. I think there's also the Rainforest Alliance, Amazon Rainforest Alliance or something like that. So check out those, donate, and do your best to be woke on this and recognize that this is something we need to pray to Source and send energy to, because these are man-made, man-caused fires. In fact, the Amazon doesn't have any conditions to go on or to start on fire. There's nothing in the Amazon that could cause fire other than man going in there and purposefully causing a fire, which is what happened. And now it's out of control, and the deforestation is real. So we have to call attention energetically to this. We have to send love and light to the rainforest. We have to send love and light to our animals and plant life there. We have to send love and light to Mother Gaia. And we're going to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, Thankful Thursday. We're going to do a Thankful Thursday meditation to the Amazon, thanking it and really sending a lot of life force energy to it to help try to stifle these fires. I love you so much. Have a wonderful day, and comment below on what you think about this. Do you think that this is intentional? Do you think there's deception involved in this fire? Or do you think this is just something that happens? Peace.